What up, Speak family? This is an honor, a privilege, not just for us, but for you all as well. We are joined by five-time Pro Bowler, former Defensive Player of the Year. The dude needs no introduction, but I get paid to introduce people. So y'all welcome Cowboys cornerback Stephon Gilmore. Gilly, what's up, man?
What's up, man? How y'all doing?
It's all good. Shady, you and Gilmore were teammates, correct?
Oh, man, teammates, yes. When I first got there, I didn't even know much about it. When I first got there, I'm like, yo, who's this corner? He locking everybody up. And sure enough, it was Gilly. So happy to see you, man. What's going on?
Man, just grinding, man. You know how training camp is out here grinding year 12, man. Just having fun still.
Hey, year 12, let me ask you this. You've played on a lot of teams, incredibly talented teams. You've won a Super Bowl, big dog. Is this Cowboys 2023 roster the most talented team you've ever been a part of?
Yeah, I think for sure it's one of the most talented teams I've been a part of. But you know, talent to get you there, but you got to be very detailed. You know, you got to win those big games at the end. And, you know, you got to really trust each other. So I'm just looking forward to, you know, us gelling throughout the season. It ain't gonna be easy, but I think, you know, we got the guys to do it.
Gilly, it's your boy. Listen, I want to ask you this. When you got traded, like, what was your first reaction? Because I remember my first reaction. Like, I was so excited because of our relationship, but I'm like, oh, no, he's in our division now with the Eagles. So what was your first reaction when you heard about the trade?
I was excited, you know, and I think it was better for both parties. I wanted to go somewhere, you know, where they had a shot to win the big dance. So it's one of the places, you know, that I wanted to go. And I was happy we was able to work it out. And I'm just, you know, I was excited, you know, playing with America's team.
Right.
You know, it's a great place to be at the moment.
We just mentioned talent, and we've got a Harrisburg guy that you play alongside in Micah Parsons, and we talk about him a lot. He recently said he wants to be the best of the best, the upper room of the Hall of Fame. I think it's possible. You see the material every day in camp. Why is Micah Parsons different?
I think he's strong. He's athletic. He's fast. And I just think one thing that really stick out to me is his motor. You know, he never get tired. He never, he just never get tired, man. It's exciting to see. You know, I think I'm going to have a lot more opportunities on the ball just because, you know, he's getting to the quarterback super fast. So he's special. And it's crazy. I know he was a great player, but really seeing him in practice, seeing how he works, I mean, he's unblockable.
Simply put, he's unblockable. You were a part of a #1 defense in football. In my mind, you are the missing piece to this Cowboys defense. Diggs on one side, the front end, Micah Parsons, you just talked about him. Steady at linebacker, safety, obviously y'all are good between Wilson, between Hooker, between Kurtz. I think you're the missing piece. Can you all be the #1 defense in football this year?
I think we can, but I always say you got to earn that privilege. You know, you got to go in and week out and earn it. You got to show people, you know, anybody can talk about it. But until we go out there and do it, we have the pieces. I think we have the talent. We just got to go out there and make plays and do it.
I'll tell you what, I watched you in that 21. You look sweet in that 21. All you got to do now is get a pick and do the Dion. I want to ask you this about you and Diggs. I mean, when you talk about this, having a tandem of two lockdown corners, like, how does that feel to be a part of that?
You know, it's exciting. You know, as soon as I got in the room, you know, I feel like he's my little brother now. You know, I see so much talent. I mean, obviously he's been making plays throughout his career, but I just think, you know, he got a lot more room to grow. He's still young, and I'm trying to take him up under my wing as much as I can to, you know, teach him, you know, how to be a pro, you know, teach him the little tricks that he can learn to, you know, take his game to the next level. So I'm excited to see him play this year. He's a smart player. He tracked the ball as better than anybody I've been around. So he's going to be a great player in this league for a long time.
Yo, let's talk cornerback tandems. You got Howard and Ramsey. They was up there. Obviously, Ramsey's hurt. Yeah. My guy Slay and Bradbury over in Philly. Okay. The Jets got a nice little tandem. Where would you put Gilmore? Yeah, I'm speaking about you third person. Where would you put Gilmore and Diggs as far as cornerback tandems in the NFL?
I think we #1.
Okay.
You know, I think we week in and week out, we're going to prove it. And, you know, nobody know that answer until the end of the year. So I guess we'll see at the end of the year.
You're a Super Bowl champ, and now you're with the Cowboys, which is America's team. And we talk a lot about the Cowboys. Everybody does. What's it going to take for this particular team to get over the hump? Because you know what it takes to get there.
I just think, like I said, we got to start fast, during the regular season. We got to win big games, take it one game at a time. When we get to the end, get to the playoffs, it comes down to, making those plays at the end of the game, because it really comes down to like 2 minutes, those games. And you just got to be able to make plays. I don't think no team, that gets to the playoffs is that much better. It just comes down to, the preparation during the week and being able to make the play at the end of the game.
Now, you are Super Bowl champion, so am I, and we played with a similar guy by the name of Tom Brady. And you seeing what it is to be around a superstar quarterback, a leader. I want to ask you about your quarterback, Dak Prescott, because you can't be a successful team, I think, nowadays without a good leader, without a good quarterback. Your first time with Dak Prescott, can you tell us about it?
One thing that, that stood out to me, he's the first one in, the last one out. He worked extremely hard. I'm excited to see the season he's going to have this year.
Okay.
With him and Brandon Cooks, it's going to help out a lot. MG, and CD, I think those guys are going to have a great season. And, the key piece for me was D Cooks. I think he's the leader in that room. He worked extremely hard. And I think Dak, he's been playing great ball throughout his whole career. He's just going to come down to, winning those big games at the end of the season.
Hey, I'm going to put you on a hot seat. I'm going to put you on a hot seat. I'm going to put him on it. Put him on a hot seat. Everybody gives lists, man, and exhausting. Everybody and their mama got a list. But nobody is more qualified to tell us the top 5 receivers in the National Football League than a man who has made a living locking up receivers. America, if you do not know, he literally won Defensive Player of the Year, the person we are privileged to be talking to right now, Stephon Gilmore. So I need your top 5 receivers in the National Football League.
Okay. I got Stephon Diggs.
One?
It's one.
Oh,
one.
Oh,
Okay.
I like that.
Got Justin Jefferson.
Oh,
2.
okay.
I got, let's see, who else? I go Jamar Chase.
Oh, okay.
3.
He ain't said Devontae Adams yet.
Let's see.
Yeah.
You're right.
Devontae
Right.
is out there. I don't know if he is out there somewhere.
I heard him say Devontae yet.
I mean, the cheetah is out there, too. I don't know if you...
I got to put Devontae 2.
Okay. So Devontae 2,
Yeah.
you bumping down Jefferson to 3 and bumping down Chase to 4.
Yep. And I got one more, right?
Yep.
Let's see.
CD, Tyreek.
You got Tyreek, you got CD, you got a lot of...
You got A.J. Brown. Who else out there?
A.J. Brown, nice.
Who else out? You got Hop.
Got Hop.
Really, the Cowboys
Tyreek
really
Hill.
coming back?
what'd he say?
Tyreek Hill.
Tyreek. Most people don't use... They don't
They don't say
I
that.
think.
Okay, let me ask you this. Since you said Tyreek Hill, big dog, how come people don't respect Tyreek
Right.
Hill as a wide receiver, and what makes him so difficult to defend? Let's talk ball real quick.
Now, I don't know why people don't respect him, because anytime you got a guy that can, catch a slant and turn it to 70 yards, like, how can you not be a receiver? You got to really, when you're on the field with him, you got to know where he at all times.
All the time.
Because, that's explosive, as soon as he get the ball in his hand.
A guy like Steph, yeah, you guys know this, but he's super humble, like super humble. When he was with Buffalo, I said, you got to go to a new team. And I'm his teammate. You got to go to a new team where you have the primetime games, because people can see how great you really are, right? Because at Buffalo, we didn't have a lot of primetime games, so he was so humble. But I want to ask you this. What about the accolades for this season, right? We all have goals. I know you're humble, but I want to know some of your goals you have for this season.
I think, I want to have a lot of picks, obviously.
Okay.
I want to be a Pro Bowler, All Pro. And, I want to be one of the reasons, we get to the last dance. That's my goal. So any goal I had in year 5, I have now. Each and every year I reset. I start over and I reach for the highest one. So that's where I want to be.
Hey, speaking of primetime games, Joy, Shady, myself, we were all sitting at a bar watching you last year. I believe it was week 4 or week 5. Colts were taking on the Broncos.
Denver, yeah.
Broncos got to have it play. Russ throws it into the end zone. You make a phenomenal play. You do what only you can do. Pass breakup. No, interception, excuse me. Give me that. I need that. Undercut the in route. What do you think went wrong with Russ? What do you think went wrong with the Broncos? You have to scout them. You have to play them. You quite literally picked off that play. Either take us through that play and tell us what happened in your mind with the Broncos and Russ.
Really, I can't speak on what happened over there, but I think he made some, good throws that game. But I don't know. I don't know what happened. And my job is to really eliminate routes and really study those receivers. But I was just happy he kept trying me, that game.
So, Stephon, you were Shady's teammate. Shady is now our teammate. Obviously, Emmanuel was teammates with him as well. So we get lots of Shady stories from Emmanuel. But do you have any Shady stories?
Oh, my God.
Let's see. Now, we used to sit together every day in the meeting room with me and Rex. He used to just tell me, why you so nice? Why you don't just be flashy? Why you not just talk junk? You too nice. You need to go somewhere else. You need to go. But I ended up doing that and going into New England, and people really got to see me play. And he always took me up under his wing. He got me out of my box a little bit. So I'm saying I appreciate him for that.
Yeah, Steph was always so good, bro. And I was like, man, this kid, nobody even knows how good this dude is. That's why I was always pushing him. Go somewhere else where they can see how good you are. And sure enough, he went to the Patriots.
Went to the Patriots, won a Super Bowl.
Defense player of the year.
Hard to do.
Hard to do.
Tell the wife I said what's up. Tell the kids I said what's up also.
Yeah, thanks you, bro.
Hey, can't wait to watch you play this year. Thanks for taking the time with us, man. We're going to catch you soon.
One question.
Man.
When you play my Eagles, you match up one-on-one with A.J. Brown?
All day, man. If that's the game plan that week, it's gotta go down.
If it's the game plan, how many catches, how many yards? Put him on the hot seat. So he gotta learn about this Eagle-Cowboy rivalry. He don't know about it yet.
I won't say that. I won't say how many catches, how many yards, but at the end of the day, it's about making the plays when they come. Sometimes he may get some yards, but the situation to dictate that. And you got to make the play at the end to win the game. So that's my main goal, to win.
It sounds like he said if he get any catches, he allowed him to have. That's what I heard. That's what I heard. Hey, Gilmore, appreciate you taking the time, bro.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's my dog right there. He's a good dude.
Subscribe here to get the latest from Speak and go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.